Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the United Way for the Manchester United versus Brentford Premier League preview. Manchester United are back. The boring, miserable, depressing, long international break is done. It's behind us. The next time we'll see international football is in the summer when the Premier League is done. And yeah, it's glad to be back to watch Manchester United play, to preview a game. Hopefully, we get the win. Hopefully, that win against Liverpool can, push us on and gives a bit of momentum. We go in a good bit of form. As you can see beside me, I know Easter weekend. I can't believe it. I'm walking. Well, anyways. Well, I call this walk. So please join me for the watch long at 7:45 p.m. The game kicks off at 8 p.m. So join me 15 minutes before kickoff. It was meant to be at 7:30, but stuff came up. So I should get back for 7:45 p.m. for the watch long. So we'll go through the team news, build up, all that sort of stuff very quick, and I'll do a live watch along with you. So please join me for that. And please do like the video, comment, and subscribe. And please do hit the notification bell as well to get notified every time we go live or publish a pre-record video. Be much appreciated. Please do follow all our socials as well. Links in the description. And if the links in the description don't take you to our socials, please do let me know in the comment section below. And I'll put a new link in the description and a link in the comment section as well under your comment, especially. So look, let's jump into the game. So Manchester United. We'll start off with our previous form here. So look, I want to start off with team news. Ten Hag on Lisandro Martinez. Ten Hag has said that there is a chance that he's back in the squad. He says we have missed him every game because he brings a composure in the team and a calmness in the team. So there is a chance Lisandro Martinez will be back in the squad to face Brentford tomorrow. Will he start? I don't think so. I don't know. I'd be surprised if Ten Hag starts him because, look, one thing about injuries in Manchester United, you don't want to rush him straight back into action because he brings a calmness into the team and composure into the team, and because he's a good centre-back for Manchester United. I'd rather ease him into the team instead of throwing him into the team. I know the Premier League campaign is, coming to an end. It's getting there. And, look, it's good news, But I do think if he's in the squad, he'll be on the bench. I do think he'll be on the bench. I just don't think we'll start him. I don't think Ten Hag will want to risk him. I just think having Martinez back into the squad, even having him on the bench, is a big plus. And supposedly, according to Insider United, Casemiro looks good to play against Brentford tomorrow as well. So that's good news. So we could see Licha and Casemiro back in the squad. And Ten Hag also said he expects to see Luke Shaw play again for Man United this season. He says he's very, very confident. So we could see Luke Shaw before the season ends. Martinez and Casemiro could be back to face Brentford tomorrow. Will they start? Will they be on the bench? It's yet to be seen. But just having Martinez and Shaw, they're getting closer. And Martinez and Casemiro, shall I say. Look, if they're not back for the game against Brentford, there's a very, very good chance that I'd say they'll be back for the game against Chelsea next Thursday at Stamford Bridge. So look, here's our previous form. Here's our previous 5 games in all competitions. So you can see at the end there how many games we've won, drew, and lost. So we lost 2-1 against Fulham. We beat Nottingham Forest 1-0. We lost 3-1 against Man City. We beat Everton 2-0, and we beat Liverpool 4-3. Funny enough, I thought that Liverpool game after, we wouldn't have been hearing about it by now. I thought it would have been swept under the carpet. But Liverpool fans are still bringing it up, so we might as well do the same here. They're still crying about it, so let's keep going, But as you can see, we have 3 wins, 0 draws, and 2 losses in our previous 5 games. It's not bad. It's not good. It's not great. It's it's not bad. It's just one of them where Fulham we were poor, Forest we weren't great, but we still got the win. City we were just holding on for dear life. Everton we were poor, and Liverpool we were good. We are good against Liverpool. And that just goes to show that Manchester United are, even when they win, so even the performances are inconsistent alongside the results. And look, this is a must win. We're coming to Brentford if we want to make top 4 or top 5, which I think is now classified as 5th place is now classifies as a Champions League place in the Premier League. So if Manchester United want to be in the Champions League next season, these are the type of games you need to be winning. Brentford aren't playing well. They're not firing. They haven't won a game in their previous 5. But they're 15th in the league. They want to survive. They're going to fight to stay up. I expect them to stay up, but they want to just make sure. They want to just keep winning games. They want to, look back with 3 or 4 or 5 games to spare and say, "Well, we're safe now. Let's just keep going." So they just want to fight to stay up. I think they will stay up, but they'll want to fight. You know what I mean? We're playing them away. We played them there last season, and we lost 4-0 start of last season. An absolute nightmare, to say the least. Everyone was shambolic. And then, what's funny about that? We played Liverpool after and we won. So it's just, turn it around, play Liverpool, beat Liverpool, and then play Brentford. So, look, hopefully that win against Liverpool can give us, can give us a bit of momentum. Hopefully the performances now will improve, with players to return as well. You know what I mean? You do hope that they do return, fairly quick, but ready to go. I just don't want them to go back, play for 2-3 games, then be out again for, a couple of weeks, months. So, look, listen, it is going to be, I expect it to be tough in a way, because Brentford like to go very defensive. Brentford like to go either 5 at the back or 5 in the midfield. It's either a 5-3-2 or a 5-3-2 or a 3-5-2. I wouldn't be surprised if they go with a 3-5-2 just to have, a Wissa on the pitch, or a Wissa, whatever way you pronounce his name. You'd imagine to go Tony and Wimo. Then it'll be Wissa and maybe Damsgaard or someone else. You just don't know what Thomas Frank could go with. So Brentford will be more likely going in there, trying to sit back and beat us in the counter-attack. One thing about us is, if you look at our midfield, and we need to gain control as well, our midfield needs to be tighter, because against Liverpool, even though we got the job done, our midfield is too open. Szoboszlai was running through easy, McAllister, Endo. I know Brentford are nowhere near the quality of Liverpool, but if you give a team space and let them run through our midfield, they're eventually going to score, and there's probably a chance they could beat you too in the match too. So that's something we have to work on, is the midfield. Will it be Casemiro playing? Will it be McTominay? You'd imagine Mainoo and Bruno are surely going to start. So who's going to be the other? He's going to play alongside Kobbie Mainoo. Will it be McTominay? Will it be Casemiro? You just don't know. You just don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if it's either either. I wouldn't, again, McTominay, he may play McTominay because he likes McTominay, and McTominay puts in a shift. But the midfield needs to be tighter, and it needs to have pace in it as well, because one thing about Brentford, they have pace. Wissa and Wemo and even Tony, for instance, have pace. And if our midfielders and our defence aren't on their toes and in their positions at the right moments, Brentford will hurt us. Brentford will cause us problems. They will. You can't deny it. Brentford will cause us problems. That midfield needs to be tighter. And one thing about McTominay, McTominay's good going forward. He's good. If there's a ball coming into the box, if you need to, if you need a winner and you stick them on and throw him up top, he's handy. But as a defensive midfielder playing the defensive role, he's not good, because he struggles. He likes to go forwards. We've seen it in recent times where McTominay has pushed forward alongside Bruno, and then it's been Mainoo or Casemiro. You can't have that. And regardless of whether people think Mainoo's a defensive midfielder or not, he's doing a good job there, and hopefully he keeps it up. And you know what I mean? I just hope that we don't see that tomorrow. If McTominay plays alongside Mainoo and Bruno Fernandes, I hope McTominay just doesn't run up the pitch, because Brentford, when they get the ball, they will hurt us with threat. And look, he may go long ball, but with Casemiro, he hasn't been great this season for Manchester United either. But he probably plays the defensive role better than Scott McTominay. And that's the thing about our midfield. One defensive midfielder just likes to get up the pitch a lot more alongside Bruno Fernandes, when he should be back alongside Kobbie Mainoo in front of the defence, because Brentford have their threats. Ivan Toney being the main threat, and then Bruno as well. If them two start, but more than likely even Toney will definitely be starting striker tomorrow against Manchester United. And look, listen, hopefully, the attack as well needs to be a good work rate. we need to get back. I want my wingers helping the fullbacks. It needs to be done. Because Brentford, yes, they're not playing well, but for some odd reason we like to struggle against them. So, you know what I mean? That's just how it is. Which the defence has to be quicker to cope with that Brentford pace alongside the midfield, and I think the wingers need to track back as well. And look, I know I spoke about Brentford's threats, but we also have our threats. You have Marcus Rashford, Rasmus Højlund, Alejandro Garnacho, Bruno Fernandes. You have them players, if you want to say. Well, I will say, you have pace. You hope they're aggressive tomorrow and decision making is right. You know what I mean? Again, get Rasmus onto the ball. He'd be up against Nathan Collins. He's a strong lad. Brentford will probably put their tallest and strongest man on him, which will probably be Nathan Collins. You'd imagine. He's an Irish man, so I'd probably know more about him than I would about Azure and so on and so forth. But Brentford do have tall, aggressive, strong defenders. That's just no qualms about it. So, at our pace, when we go on the counter attack, we need to be strong. Players need to be able to get into the right positions. I want to see if McTominay plays. At least then, if we're going forward, get into the box. But then I want a Dalot coming in as an inverted midfielder if McTominay does go forwards, or a Casemiro. But look, I'd just rather have Casemiro or Kobe. I don't mind. One defensive midfielder being slightly ahead of the other, but sometimes it's, say McTominay plays, it'll be Kobe Mainoo and then McTominay be all the way over here. You can't have that. You need to be at least there. I don't mind that. That I want, but that's not bad. But this, Mainoo can't do all the work on his own. Regardless of how good he is, he can't do all the work on his own. And no midfielder can do all the work on their own either, regardless of how good they are. But yeah, I hope that we are stronger tomorrow. I hope we're quicker. I hope we're better. Look at the Brentford form here. A 1-0 loss against Man City, a 4-2 loss against Brentford, a 2-2 draw against Chelsea, a 2-1 loss against Arsenal, and a 2-1 loss against Burnley. So as you can see there, in their previous 5 games, 0 wins, 1 draw, and 4 losses. So Brentford are not playing well. Brentford's top goal scorer in the Premier League is Brian Mbeumo, and their top assister is Matthias Jensen with 3 assists. So, but look, I think their danger man is Ivan Toney for me. I think he's a danger man for me ever since he's came back. Brentford have had that threats up there, and look, if Ivan Toney he mightn't look like he can give you a physical battle. More likely he'd be, it'd be either Varane or a Lindelof on him. Will he be able for that again? He's quicker than most of our defenders, anyways. But not Leach, but look, he's still quick. With physical battle, we shouldn't. But look, he's again another player who's aggressive too, and that'll be an issue for us as well. And look, you do hope that Manchester United don't struggle tomorrow against this Brentford attack. I think Brentford will struggle with our attack though, because when Rashford is firing and Garnacho was firing and Rasmus, it's solid. It really is solid. And look, what to expect from this game? I expect Brentford to go very defensively in the midfield. I expect them to go 3 at the back, but in the midfield be very, very compact. I think they'll want to play Wissa being one of them and Mbeumo and Ivan Toney. I don't think they'll go with a 3-5, a 3-5 to a 4-5-1 or a 5-4-1. I think they go something very, very, defensively, but can also be attackingly as well. Which if they go with a 3-5-2, but look, they more likely might go with a 4-3-2, depending on how things plan out. But then, how are they going to play Wissa or Mbeumo if one plays ahead of the other? That's what I want to know. But look, that's not for me to care. But look, I do think Brentford will try to be very compact in the midfield tomorrow, because if you agitate Manchester United, we wouldn't say we crumble, but we struggle. And Brentford will probably try to be aggressive. They'll probably try to be very aggressive. They'll definitely try to use that pace. You'll probably see a few balls over the top. Their full-backs getting forward a lot. But we need to be, when we get the ball, we need to be quick and we need to pick out a man. You know what I mean? At Brentford, like to leave spaces open as well. So Brentford will probably let us have the ball, but when they get forwards, they'll probably cause a threat. And that's just how it is. That is just how it is. I mean, you know, Brentford are 15th in the Premier League with 26 points with a goal difference of -13. So, you know, they're 3 spaces above relegation zone. So, again, it's going to be tough. So, even though they're 15th, they still have that threats, no doubt about it. We don't love it in Bremo or the Inventoni and the Man United squad, but, you know, that's just probably never going to happen. But look, I'm looking at the Manchester United stats here in the Premier League. Our average goals scored per match was 1.39. Our average goals conceded per match was 1.39. We've 8 clean sheets so far this season in the Premier League. Chances created per match was 1.54. And Man United are 6th in the Premier League with 47 points with a goal difference of 0. Brentford's average goals scored per match is 1.41. Their average goals conceded per match was 1.86. They have kept 4 clean sheets so far in the Premier League this season. Their chances created per match was 1.97. And like I said, the 15th in the Premier League with 26 points with a goal difference of -13. So look, they concede a lot more than us. They also score slightly more than us. But look, I do think we'll do well tomorrow against them. I do think we'll score. I think I back us to win. I think we'll score maybe 2 or 3 goals against them. But look, it will be tough. There's no doubt about it. But I do expect us to get the job done. I'm going to go with my predicted 11. But before I do that, how can Brentford beat us is the problem. Can they beat us? There's a possibility. How can they beat us? I feel like they have to be very compact, and they need to be very, very aggressive, and yeah, be compact and get, when you go forward, like, you know, they'll probably go with a tall midfielder or 2. You know what I mean? Probably similar, but then essentially if they score first, they'll just sit back and we'll have to hit them. But look, they'll probably sit back and try and beat us in the counter attack. And look, we just can't let them have space when they push forward. Because one thing that was Manchester United, when teams go forward against us, we're going back. We go forward, then we go back. It's a bit, you know, just stay. Just stay. That's all I want you to do. Just stay. But look, here's my predicted 11. And please let us know your predicted 11 and score predictions in the comment section below. I'd be much appreciated. But my predicted 11 is this. I think it'll be Onana in goals, a back 4 of Wan-Bissaka left back and Dalla right back. Look, I think that Wan-Bissaka done a good job against Salah last time out. I think if people are questioning Wan-Bissaka left back, I think that performance against Salah maybe makes you wonder, okay, maybe play him there. I don't think you want to move Dalla anyway, so I think keep Dalla where he is. He's playing well there. So keep it at that. A centre-back partnership of Lindelof and Varane. Look, Maguire's out. Martinez, even if he's back, he'd be on the bench. Johnny Evans, I think he's still injured, so you know, it may be either Camwell on the bench tomorrow or Martinez. Let's see what happens there. A midfield trio of Casemiro, Kobe Mainoo, and Bruno Fernandes. I just think you bring back Casemiro for the defensive role, but because he does a better job than Casemiro needs to play well. Because if he lets Brentford through, there's going to be problems. But Ten Hag probably wants to play. Look, Ten Hag likes McTominay. You can tell you can tell he loves to play him. But I just feel like he may go with McTominay, and I wouldn't be surprised. So yeah, I think you go Rashford on the left, Garnacho on the right, and Rasmus Højlund up top. I think, look, people are asking me, would you play Anthony? Just because he scored a goal against Liverpool, I'm still not going to say, oh, let's play him. In that case, if Anthony was available, would I be predicting him to play? You know what I mean? Rashford scored against Liverpool. Could have had 2, but look, we won't go there. But look, listen, well, he wouldn't have had 2 because if he scored the first one, it would have went to extra time. So yeah, look, that's my predicted 11, and my score prediction is look. Listen, what I'd say, the changes I wouldn't be expected to see is Casemiro comes out and McTominay comes in, and a winger comes out and Anthony comes in. I wouldn't be surprised in the slightest, but I cannot see Martinez starting tomorrow. No doubt about it. Can't see it. My score prediction, I'm going with a 2-0 win to Manchester United. I'm going to go with... Oh, what am I going to go with? Okay. I'm going to go with Rashford and Rasmus. No. Garnacho and Rasmus. No. Yeah. I'm going to go with that. Look, I did a preview earlier on MFC Global, and I may have got a bit, you're predicting Manchester United to not concede. Look, if I'm right, you'd be asking me for betting tips. I'm not doing that. Please gamble aware. Look, that's been the Manchester United versus Brentford Premier League preview. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said at the start of the video, please do join for the watch along on Saturday from 7:45 p.m. It's a late one, but I'm going to do it for you lads and ladies. And yeah, please do also like the video, comment, and subscribe. Please do hit that notification bell to get notified every time we go live. I'll publish a pre-recorded video, and please do follow our socials as well. Links in the description. Manchester United travel to Brentford. This has been the preview. Come on, United. Thanks for watching. Let's get the job done. Come on. Champions League is needed. If you want to win this, you need to win this. If you want to make Champions League football, beat you on the next one. Come on, United.